free-to-play mobile and PC action RPG Diablo Immortal released this week along with the Roadmap to Hell from Blizzard. The game was released on mobile and PC beta in selected regions, meaning players can now dive into the world of Sanctuary on the go or play for longer sessions on PC with crossplay and cross-save. While the game is open beta and PC, all progress will carry over to the full launch of the game. This includes microtransactions, paragon levels, items, and more, so no worries about restarting over for the full launch. The game also fully supports gamepad for those who want to opt for this over keyboard and mouse, with support for Xbox controllers, PlayStation, and others. Diablo Immortal is now available to play on Android, iOS, and PC, depending on your region. Alaloth Champions of the Four Kingdoms got a new gameplay trailer this week for the fantasy isometric action RPG. The game is inspired by classic CRPG games but promises to introduce more modern systems into the mix. The trailer shows more of the game in action with impactful fights with dodging and blocking. In case you missed it, Alaloth takes place in the fantasy continent of Palman, a world divided into 4 kingdoms. Players will create a character, an unnamed hero, who is set on freeing the lands from the perpetual grasp of the evil Alaloth, a demigod that turned on his pantheon and set his sights upon the mortal realm. In order to succeed in this task, the hero will need to enter Alaloth's kingdom by opening it up with the help of the 4 light shards. Players will be able to fully explore the land of Palman at their own leisure. The game will be open world with the main quests, but there's plenty to do in between. A more unique feature is that there'll be over 40 houses to join, fight for, or betray. Each of these factions will have its own backstory, perks, and narratives. And also our very own Cass is in the game too. If you want to know more about the upcoming game, be sure to drop by our Alaloth Wiki for all the latest. Ubisoft have announced both PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S will be getting a 60 FPS boost along with the arrival of Assassin's Creed Origins on these platforms this week. Also, Assassin's Creed Origin will be available on Xbox Game Pass this month, arriving on June 7th, available on cloud, console, and PC. In case you missed it, Assassin's Creed Origins is an action RPG set in ancient Egypt, which was released in 2017. Players can explore the open world freely, whether on horseback, camelback, or even by boat, and sail the Nile. Discover Alexandria and Memphis, the ancient cities, as well as underwater exploration. The game includes historical figures such as Cleopatra and Roman commander Julius Caesar, weaving history and fiction into an adventure. Assassin's Creed Origins received the 60 FPS boost on June 2nd and also will be coming to Xbox Game Pass on June 7th. The Warhammer Skulls 2022 event took place this week, which announced the first CRPG set in the 40,000 universe. It is being developed by none other than Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous developer Owlcat Games. Rogue Trader will have players take on the role of a descendant of a rogue trader. These spacefaring humans can come from different backgrounds and lifestyles. What they all have in common though is a sense of exploration and discovery. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader begins in the Coronus Expanse. Players will get to explore different systems and planets within the expanse in search of riches to be made and lands to be claimed. We do not know currently of any of the systems that will be in play in the upcoming Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. The only thing that we do know at the moment is that the gameplay will be turn-based and feature multiple companions. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader is expected to go into early access soon and pre-orders are now available for PC. The Pokemon Company teased this week a new trailer would be dropping for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, which are the 2 versions of the title for the main line of games. A new trailer released alongside the release date of November 18th for Nintendo Switch. Not only has the launch date been revealed, but the game will have a 4-player co-op option in both trading, battling, and exploring. New details were revealed, including that it will be the first game to feature 2 different professors, depending on which version you pick. Adding to the new roster of Pokemon revealed were Smoliv, Pawmi, and Lechonk. I kid you not, Lechonk is the name of the lovable chonky pig, which has erupted in some amazing memes online. New legendaries were also revealed, Corridon representing Scarlet, and Miraidon representing Violet. Today, BioWare unveiled the official name for upcoming Dragon Age 4, which is called Dreadwolf. Along with the name was the reveal of the official logo and the promise of more details coming later this year. The post that accompanied the news shared a few details about Solus the Dreadwolf. Described as possibly an ancient elven god who has somewhat questionable ways of carrying out his motives, Solus has been previously teased in trailers for the game, showing up as far back as the Game Awards in 2020. BioWare has previously shared that Dragon Age Dreadwolf will be a single-player focused game with a party-based combat set in Tevinter. The title has had a number of concept pieces shared throughout the years, teasing the Antevin Crows, as well as the Grey Wardens and a Magic Archer. No release window has been announced as of yet, but BioWare has confirmed it won't be this year, but we'll keep you updated with any news. June 2022 State of Play conference took place this week, revealing the Dominance trailer for upcoming Final Fantasy XVI. Final Fantasy XVI just got a massive 3-minute action-packed trailer. It features tons of combat and gorgeous visuals. The main draw of the trailer was actual gameplay featuring Clive Frostfield, the character we will play as. We can also see that there will be tons of cinematic combat cuts, as well as massive battles between icons or main summons in Final Fantasy XVI. The trailer combat previewed the introduction of the different icons. It looks like we'll have marvelous large-scale battles between these primordial forces. The Domination trailer showed off multiple icons duking it out. We also got a release window for Final Fantasy XVI in the Domination trailer and on the PlayStation blog. They've confirmed it will release sometime in summer 2023 for PlayStation 5. A big update headed to Horizon Forbidden West announced a state of play, adding New Game Plus mode, which has released this week. The patch also includes huge improvements for the game's performance mode, as well as bug fixes and other optimizations. In New Game Plus, Aloy will begin her journey fully decked out in endgame gear and have access to exploration tools such as the glider. Of course, Horizon's New Game Plus will feature new gear, trophies, and face bait to collect and show off. The ultra hard difficulty will also now be available for players that want more of a challenge in the game. But also revealed was a new PSVR 2 adventure called Horizon Call the Mountain. This will only be coming to PlayStation VR 2 and will be seen to the eyes of Rias, a former Shadow Carja warrior. Meeting along the way characters from Horizon such as Aloy herself, no release date has been announced yet for Call of the Mountain. This wasn't the only news to come out of State of Play, as there were announcements for a Resident Evil 4 remake, Resident Evil Village PSVR 2, space survival horror, the Callisto Protocol, and more. What was your favourite announcement from State of Play? Let us know in the comments below. Well, that's it for the week in the wikis. Please join us again next week for yet another great week of gaming. Remember to check out our VIP program for some exclusive supporter benefits. And budding writers should take advantage of our Become an Author initiative. Thanks again for being part of this great community. Keep checking in with us with news, reviews, YouTube streams and vids, and general wiki goodness.